Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Guru Maharaj ki Jai Shivoham. Today we are taking a very famous verse of Srimad Bhagavad Geeta that is used in many occasions, places, movies, videos, and many person of the world knows this verse. The Krishna is telling to the Arjuna in the sequence of the spirituality teaching. And all of you know the Krishna is the Satchidananda Paramatma, only and only installation, base, omnipresence, all consciousness comes from the Satchidananda Paramatma. He had the several names in several countries. That Paramatma knows in several names, but he is one consciousness, one love, one presence in the millions of the galaxies, uncountable, and billions of the universes. He is very merciful, loving and caring like mother. His heart is like a billions of the mother together. He comes in the form of the master and give the total freedom of consciousness to his disciples and lovers. Karamanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phal hetur bhurma te sangostva karmani. Karmani eva adhikara te ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phal hetuhu bhuma te sanga astu akarmani. My dear Arjun, te, yours. Karmani, it means in the doing. Eva, only. Adhikara, duty. Ma, it means never. Kadachan, not any time. And karma phala hetu, the karma's fruits or karma's result. Phaleshu, this type of result. Ma, bhu, never be the greedy of the result. Te, yours. Akarmani, not doing or the idleness or the give up the karmas. Sangha, it means the attachment. Ma, na, not astu, be. My dear Arjun, you have only the right to doing the karmas. First I taken the meanings and now I am taking the complete meaning of this stanza. My dear Arjun, you have only duty to do the karmas, do the activities and actions. But you have no right about the result of the karmas. Because the results comes only by the dependency of the nature and many factors. Sometimes results comes good, sometimes results come bad. So if you will attach with the result, then unnecessary you will be bothered in the sorrow or sadness. My dear Arjun, it is not mean that you give up karmas. No. You do not give up karmas, only you give up attachment in the karmas. It is very clear meaning of this verse. Sadguru Sachidananda Paramatma, as I describe you that master of the millions, uncountable galaxies and presence everywhere, even in a particle, even an atom, you can see the electrons moving, revolving around the nucleus of atom, who inject the energy in the electrons. Who inject the energy in the electrons? There is no answer, because that electrons never charge also. They are atomization. The same system is the universes and the galaxies. As the model of the nucleus and electron, the same system of the independency of universes and the galaxies. My dear friend, you make the molecules in the chemical reaction NaCl, sodium and chlorine. And you see the sodium take an electron of the chlorine and make the bond. So this type boundation you can see in the galaxies. The galaxies bounded with their universes like this system. And the universes, every universe has its independent nucleus that you called sun, and every universe has its planets, that is electrons like circulatory motion around the nucleus, around the sun. My dear friend, the Krishna's teachings is very deep teaching. As they perform their duty honestly, they never expect anything. Sun never expect anything from their planets. Nuclear never accept anything from their electrons. He never catch the electron in it. He give the freedom to the electron move as they want in their orbit. So the God also giving the freedom to all jivas. So the God make this nature, this type. The nature is completely free for their duties, and nature is never demand the fruits or any ways or any charge or any bill of their working. Sun never send you the light bill. He is giving all the light free of charge to every planet of this universe. Trees never ask you the money in the return of their fruits. Ocean never ask you the rent of his water. Earth never ask you. You are making the houses on the chest of the earth. You dig the wells, but earth never ask you anything. You see what a system created by the God, and what you created. You ask anything. You ask in every service, your service charge. But this nature do not ask any service charge. My dear friend, take the secret meaning of this stanza from here. As this world is automation, automatic, you should be also be automatic. As the world and universe and galaxies, they are joined with each other like NaCl or KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7. They are sharing their electrons each other. But the electrons are not joined, they are only separate movement orbit. So your life is also separate movement orbit and completely total freedom you have. And with this total freedom, if you get awareness, then your all sorrow will be removed, because without awareness you are caught in the blind illusion, unnecessary impose problems on you, unnecessary. My dear friend, Krishna is telling in this stanza to the Arjuna, Arjun, you have only the duty of doing your natural karmas. If you are a teacher, you should teach your student. If you are a warrior, you should defend your nation. If you are a mother, you should nourish your child. If you are a father, you should arrange all the facilities and economic shelter to your family. That is your duty. Never expect any type of return by your duties, because the sun never expect, the God never expect, the wind never expect, the earth never expect, the rivers never expect, the trees never expect, the birds never expect. They sing every day in the morning song without any cost. They are very good and very great musician and singers. Different type of musical instruments sound they make in the morning. The trees never expect, they continuous giving oxygen to you and fruits and many things. But only the human is a selfish animal of this world. He expect, he want return, he send the bills. So the Krishna is telling, if you do not have any expectations, then you will never be sorrow, and you will never be worried, you will never be tenseful, you never be caught in the trap of the Maya. Because your expectations, your desires, your own selfishness is the root cause of your pain, and easily you can catch in the Maya. Because a lamb, deer can easily catch by the loin. If the deer is very fast running, lion cannot catch that deer. So, my dear friend, the expectations are the trick of the illusion of Maya. Due to expectations, you become the slave of the Maya, otherwise you are a king. But it is not meaning that you give up all the karmas. But it is not meaning that you go away from your duties. That not meaning that you have not expectations. You sleep in your house and do not perform your day-to-day duties and the service. Which service God send you on this earth? What a need of Sadguru delivering the discourses and make the disciples and teach the meditation and teach the enlightenment. What is that? What is the expectation of Sadguru? Nothing expectations. Sadguru is also like a tree. Sadguru is also like a river. Sadguru is also like a sun. Sadguru is also like a wind. So I want to make you like impartial and without expectations person. Then you will be very soon enlightened. Because if you have any expectations, then you have a poisonous part of Maya and you have not completely free from all these foundations of the Maya. So, even the worldly persons express the meaning of this stanza in the other way, but in the way of enlightenment, this stanza meaning is different. This stanza is teaching you the karma yoga and especially teaching the Nishkam karma yoga. Nishkam karma yoga, it means you perform your duty but never expect anything, never desire, never want return, never do the karmas by the orientation of the fruits, results. It is a very, very precious teaching of the Krishna. Every Jivatma has his duty that he do the karmas as the nature involved with him. When he is not enlightened, he must do the karmas. Because you cannot give up the karmas. If you want to be alive, you need the food. If you want to be alive, you need the respiration, oxygen, and you cannot stop the breathing. You cannot stop the taking food. So it is very compulsory that you should do the karma. You cannot give up the karmas. Whether you do the karma with the sadness or with the happiness. So it is best that you do the karma with the happiness. Because without karma, you cannot alive in this world. Because the respiration is also karma, the digestion is also karma, the metabolism and catabolism is also karma. Even a person is sit in the samadhi, his metabolism and catabolism not stop, his breath goes very slow, his brain not dead, his heart not dead. So, the jnani, the enlightened person knows the compulsoriness of the karmas. My dear friend, and there is good karmas and bad karmas. But jnani never do the bad karmas. Because there is the poison and there is the nectar, both on this earth. The jnani only select nectar and avoid the poison, because this type of awareness, it is a spiritually, intellectuality. This comes in every seekers after some time when he do the sakshi. A person is doing meditation and somebody is disturbing the meditation. Once or twice he can avoid, but in third time he want to tell that person, my dear friend, your coming is disturbing my meditation. Please you come when I am free. I don't want to permit you in my meditation time. That's why the person who is doing the meditation, he can know easily the karmas and the karmas theory, and which karmas must we do and which karmas must we not do. Those karmas, they help you in the meditation and bring peace inside of you and bring the divine love inside of you and bring the keenness inside of you bring the awareness inside of you, bring a clear vision towards the God, brings the love with the love and the respect that is called Shraddha to the Sadguru, the karmas is favorable karmas, good karmas for the Jnani. The same thing in the food. Which food if you eat, that food is not make disturbance, illness, burning, acidity, anything, that is good food. And that food hardly to digest and make illness, make sedation, make hardness, that is food is opposite for awareness. That's why the Jnanis always support the vegetarian food, because only and only vegetarian food can support in the enlightenment and the meditation and the awareness. So, the blind person who has no Sadguru, who has no practice of meditation, always move like a mad dog in his life, and he snatch all the life, everything from others, but he do not know what is a sin and what is a goodness. The Ajnani, the blind person, always do the sin. Even he is doing good, but he is doing sin. As the mouth of a snake, always poisonous. So without enlightenment, without awareness, without meditation, without observation inside, if you want to live, then you will be live in the madness or in the unconsciousness or in the poisonous life. My dear friend, the Kabir says, Deh dhare ko dand hai sab kau ko hoye, Jnani has has kar sahe, Murak sehta roye. It means every person which comes in the physical body, he must feel the pain and pleasure. And the foolish person, the unaware person, the Ajnani person, he bear all the pains and sorrows with the crying, but the enlightened person bear everything with the pleasantness of enlightenment. So the Bhagavan says, you cannot avoid the karmas. Karmas, activities, actions and duties, they are compulsory. As I described, breathing, nutrition, sleeping, drinking water, and excretion, these are essential karmas. If you want to take the breath, you must have the good air also. You cannot breathe in the smoke. So you should carefully about the environment of this globe, ecology of this globe, because the Geeta is also telling about it. You need good food, so you should need good fruits, vegetables, and many food stuff, salad. So you have to grow the good fruits and salad, and you want to need a bed for the sleeping in night. You must have a shelter, house or hut. You need the water, so you must also care about the water system and conservation of water, and do not pollute the water. So these are karmas, very essential for every human. And if you want to need these things, you should some money also. And you should need money, you should do some job also. You should doing job, you should be adjust with your job giver or officer or your colleagues also. my sannyasis, my devotees, they all do their jobs. My sannyasis is not giving up this world. They are earning money for themselves. They never depend on the society. I want to make the independent sannyasi, not dependent sannyasi on the society. Because if they will be dependent on the society, they should be become the slave of the society, and they cannot speak the truth, and they will not live in the truth. Because the all society, all world that is living in the Maya, the world is not living in awareness. So the blind person, how can decide? How can decide the blind person the path of how can Franca, you are there? Yes. So blind person cannot. Yes, okay. Your message I see in mobile, so I confuse. The blind person cannot allow you about the awareness, because they want to push you in the sedation of the Maya. Because they do not care, they do not know, they do not have the wisdom of the awareness. They think that awareness and meditation, that is only foolish work. They think that business, growing the money, pride, power, politics, cunningness, conspiracies, propagandas, they are good. So my dear friends, if you want to seek the truth, you should be careful about your surroundings, because the maximum person of this world, they unknown about enlightenment, they unknown about consciousness, they unknown about real meditation, they unknown about the truth. They want to push back you from the truth. So it must be essential that the seekers will be least dependent on the society. He earn his money, he make his house, he live in his facilities, not depend on others. But he try to give this nectar to all, never hate to anyone. So my dear friend, Ajnani, the blind person, always do the karmas by the inspiration of fruits, inspiration of the result oriented karmas. My dear friend, that's why in your society, regularized by the constitutions, and the base of all constitution is prize and punishment. When a person do the work in the favor of the society give them prize, post respect. But when a person do the work as the society not accept, society not certify, that the society gives that person punishment. There is a very, very good example of Aristotle. Socrates. You know, the Socrates has given the poison by the society leaders. So, if you want to be enlightened, you have to save yourself from this type negative person, and you should collect the positive persons. They are in favor of you. I want to tell to my all disciples, never try to fight with anyone. Just avoid and just save your peace. Because they do not know the norms of spirituality. The Krishna is telling in this stanza, you have only right to do the work, your duties. Your duties about as you can do for the society, as I am doing my duty. I am going to spread this meditation all over the world. I feel this is my duty. And your duty is that you should stand with me cooperate with me, or your most important duty is that you should do the meditation and aware yourself and stand in the highest stage of consciousness, that is called Atma Jnana. My dear friend, if a lamp is himself not enlightened, how can he enlighten the other lamps? The unenlightened lamp cannot enlighten other lamp. That is the main mistake of this world. The person, they are not enlightened. They are wearing the orange cloth, they are wearing the white cloth, they are wearing the necklaces of the Rudraksha and other, and they are giving the false assurance for the society for enlightenment. So my dear friend, I don't want to make many monks. I want to make many enlightened persons. They are master even, but they are not make any type of propaganda. So Krishna is teaching to the Arjuna same. Arjuna become enlightened person after the Geeta, but he never change his lifestyle. He always be the warrior. He always perform his duties. Then my dear friend, I want to tell, a blind person always do the work by the inspiration of the result of the work, the fruit of the work. He always imagine in his mind of the future, and he running toward the future. And that's why he caught into the Maya. The Maya gives the prize and he become happy, and Maya give punishment, he crying in sorrow. And thousand type of the karmas having hidden spines and hidden javelins. Every karma has his different type of the sorrow and different type of the regret. Sometimes the karma is same, but the result is different. A person kill any person in the society, the court give him the life sentence or the death sentence. But a person is fighting in the army and kill many person, the society given him the prizes like the medals and the bravery awards. So the karma is same, but condition is different. Karma is same and condition is different. So my dear friend, I don't want to say in many things you understand by the one karma. But it is not meaning that you do not do any karma. You must do karma by the forcefulness of the nature. Because the nature will pressurize you to do karmas. You never stop your breath. You never stop your snoozing. You never stop your excretion. You never stop your eyeballs moving. You never stop etching in your body. So my dear friend, the karmas is very natural flow of the nature. But in this flow, in this river, you must learn how to swim. You are in a river and river is flowing. If you do not know swimming, you should be flow by the stream of the river and fall down in any type of circular motion or any type of falling water, spring or any type of dangerous stone that can be stuck your head and you will be die. So my dear friend, do not live in this world like an unconscious person. If you live in this world like an unconscious person, that you will get nothing, and your life occasion, your chance, your opportunity will be lost by your hand. So this life has given to you by the existence for enlightenment, for complete liberation, for total freedom, and for ultimate knowing of truth, the ultimate truth. My dear friend, that's why we are teaching a very special meditation. That meditation is called Sakshi meditation of awareness. In this Sakshi meditation of awareness, you can detach from this doerness of inside, because the doerness is blindness, and the witnessy, Sakshi, seeing, that is a step of awareness, that is a pathway of awareness. My dear friend, the jigyasu, the seeker, always do karmas with the seer, not doer. Because the doerness brings the blindness, the doerness brings the attachment, and the seerness or the witness or the seeing brings awakeness and detachment. So Sadguru is telling here, it is unavoidable that you cannot stop the karma. You must awake in this condition where you are standing as it is. My dear friend, I told a story in my book, which is I am written on the first stanza of the Geeta, and I told that a horse rider want to drink the water to the horse, but there is a noisy atmosphere. The rat driver say, if you want to drink water with your horse, you should drink in this noisy condition. Otherwise, you will remain thirsty. So, in this world, if you think when your life will be settled, your home will be peaceful, you have a lot of money, you have a good house, your wife will be okay, your children will be independent, then you do the meditation. So my dear friend, you will never do the meditation. You will die without meditation. You will die without enlightenment. You will die without this highest achievement and highest precious chance of the human life. So every master teaches disciples that you must be aware, doing all the things. And you detach from everything. You detach from karma's fruits. You detach from the possessiveness. You detach from all the attachments, because this detachment brings enlightenment, and this attachment brings blindness. Because the blindness is the unconsciousness. Because this blindness is a very, very aristocrat and very sophisticated mesmerism of the Maya. Because the Maya hypnotizes a jiva from the womb of his mother till to the death of that person. Maya never allowed to aware that person from his hypnotism, because that is the central tool of the Maya, and that is the great weapon of the Maya, that is the very effective and tasty poison of the Maya. Maya never allow any person to enlighten and free from his grip. Maya is the biggest cruel and strong jailer. So my dear friend, most of jivas, most of persons insect to the human, and human to the god and goddesses of the heaven. They are all tied, they are all in the jail of the Maya by the attachment, Attachment is the foundation of the Maya. So my dear friend, they are unnecessarily and unavoidable inspiration of their foolishness and blindness and imagination and hypothetically fears, hypothetically plannings, hypothetically wishes, hypothetically aims, and hypothetically objects. They do the karma, unnecessary karma, possessive karma, result-oriented karma, blind karma, cruel karma, and millions type of karma they do, and they goes in million times in the death and birth cycle. And this type of death and birth is a rainy river which is floating very high and running very speedily, and nobody can swim in the floating rainy river or the mountain river. That's why the jiva again and again take the birth and again die in the physical body, and he has a big illusion. He think he is a physical body. When the physical body collapses, he think that he is collapsed, and that this mesmerism is so high that he become unconscious in the time of the death. But I want to make you, I want to bring you in the supreme consciousness. When the death will come, then you will be aware, and that you can see that physical body is dying. I am not dying. This is the nectar always living in you. That is called your existence. Don't hate this truth, because this is a universal truth. This is not a truth of Hindu or Muslim or Sikh or Isai or Parsi or Yahudi. This is the truth of every living being. Even the cattle and insect and the fishes and the crocodiles, they are also die in the same manner of illusion and hypnotism. A dog die, he think I am dying. A man died, he think I am dying. The death is same of the dog and the man. A dog died in the very good family. Person took the dog in ICU, treat every medicine and injection and everything. So the dog also having the facility in the death as the man having the facility in the death. But both are dying in unconsciousness. So the death is the same. But when a person awaken in his existence, he never die, because he completely separate from the body. As the Sadguru says in the previous stanza, that vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grahanti naroprani. So he know that physical body is a cloth. Micro body is an inner cloth. Causal body is under garment. And the garment will torn, the man will not torn. So that if you are awakened in your real nectar, real immortality, real existence, then death cannot give you any type of sorrow or any type of pain or any type of disturbance. And the death even cannot snatch your awareness. It is called the total freedom of awareness. That is a great object of the life. My disciple has given this name. I like this name, because this is the real result of the spirituality. So my dear friend, if a person gradually become the aware, he do the meditation, he knows how to perform the karmas. My dear friend, if you given an apple to an animal, he take a full apple in the mouth and chew and take the apple in the esophagus. If you given an apple to a worried person, he will eat the apple very fastly like an animal. But if you give the apple to my seeker, he will eat that apple very slowly with the knowing the taste, and he will eat awakeness. So my dear friend, in this life, if a person will awaken, he will test this sensory organs inputs very goodly, but with that detachment they will not catch that person. He will take food sometime. If the food is not available, he will drink water and he will sit in meditation. He will wear the cloth very good. When the cloth is not very good, he wear any type of cloth and live the same happiness. So this is called the life of internal awareness and life of a real monk. My dear friend, when a person aware inside, he do the karmas, and his karmas never give any type of trouble or pain or discomfort to anyone. He is very soft, smooth, very awakened person. He always do the karmas without any type of friction with another mind. So you see, my disciple never make any noise or sound pollution in the name of religion. We do the meditation in the silent condition. So the Krishna is teaching, do the karmas, but your karmas must not make any problem to other persons. If your karmas is making problem to other person, you should be do your karmas in the aloneness, meditation in the aloneness. But unnecessary some person, if jealous with you, so Krishna is telling, what telling? Karma phal hetur bhurmate sango swast karmani te sang astu karmani. You should not leave the karmas by the fear of other persons. If you are doing any seminar, if you are doing any meditation camp and other person opposing, do not be fearful. You do your work because you are doing correctly, you are doing right, you are doing appropriate. Unnecessary jealous person, you never give them notice, you never care. From unnecessary jealous person, I want to tell one thing in this society, in this world. The first step is the opposition. The second step is the neutralization of opposition. And third step, the support. If they are real seekers and lovers of the God, the person will come again to you and they will introduce with your honesty and goodwill, and they will be realize that you are doing right. So the Gyanis, so Sadgurus, never care the jealous persons. They continuous doing as they want to do in the welfare of the seekers and the lovers of the God. So this is the stranger is indicating you never be depressed, never be down shoulder, and never be leave your karmas and do your karmas as a work meditation. Because your every work must be meditation. Because in every work you must be become the sakshi, you must be become the seer. And never attach with any karmas result. Do not want to take anything in the behalf of karmas, in the result of karmas, or do not make any expectations and do not charge anything. So I don't want to say that you do not take anything for spread this meditation. We need to spread this meditation all over the world. So we should make the arrangement of management, but we are not taking anything for us. And if the fruit comes by any karmas, you use this fruit in the welfare of the society, in the welfare of the seekers, in the welfare to spread this meditation. If some good fruits comes, you never be made in the goodness or happiness. If the bad fruit come, never be sad like a mad. Always stand in the equilibrium, always stand in the middle of the pain and pleasure, always be the sakshi, always be the witness, always stand in our detachment. You are the seer of the pain and you are the seer of the pleasure also. When you live this type, then the karma's side effects, the karma's result, they will not wound you. They will not push you in the hell-like lives. They will not push you in the heaven-like lives. Because the hell is hell and heaven is also hell. The respect is respect, but the irrespect is also bound you in the jealousy and hate, and respect also bound you in the unnecessarily attachment. So the peace and unpleasantness, the sorrow and pleasure, the punishment and prize, both will be same for you. Nobody can disturb your internal stability, internal awareness, internal peace. Your peace will be not deviate, not vibrate. You will stand in the existence and never disturb in any condition. So the equality and equilibrium is the character of existence. Equilibrium never disturb if you are doing the sakshi meditation of awareness. When you become the doer of karmas, then compulsorily many things ride on you, many things overlap on your consciousness, and your consciousness will be stolen by these things, your consciousness will be hidden by these things, and your consciousness will be suppressed by things. So the doerness is the blindness, the doerness is the mesmerism, and the sakshi and the witnessee and the seer and the impartiality and the all the detachment and standing without any without any attachment, that is the path of the liberation, that is the real way of the karmas, and that is the really free from the after effect of the karma's fruit. So the Krishna is giving the most precious teaching in this stanza. You must do the karma as an aware person, not unaware person, and ajnanis and blind person, and they will do their karmas and never affect this type of karmas of ajnanis. If any person comes to you, you tell and teach and aware them, because that is your duty. And if the person is not coming you, do not disturb the mad person, because if you touch the mad dog will cut you, will bite you. So you can have a light of Sadguru's teachings, you see all the persons doing karmas in this world, and they are doing karmas, result oriented karmas. They are making a new foundations, vrittis, impressions, memories, plannings, many dirty things, and these are the karma's result. They will make them a slave of the Maya, a prisoner of the Maya, an animal of the Maya, a pet of the Maya, and they will be pushed in the many birth and death cycle, and 84 million death and birth, and they cannot get enlightenment in the long duration, millions of years. But you are a very lucky person that you have a very noble and very precious and spiritual desire. You want to free, you want to take the complete liberation of awareness, you want to be the total freedom, you want to know your own existence, your soul, your presence of the God inside. So my dear friend, do not follow the blind person, always follow the master and live with detachment, and the karma cannot affect you. I want to tell some example, one or two. I want to give you example of the lotus leaf. Lotus leaf never decay in the water. Water cannot stand on the lotus leaf because the lotus leaf have the cuticle layer on the leaf. So the Sakshi meditation is the cuticle layer, and it can save you. So this is the Yoga Karma Sukoshalam. This is the technology and technique how to live in this world. But I want to say again, do not leave the karmas, because your duty is for your children, for your family, for your society, or for this Mother Earth. That duty you must do, that this duty with detachment will make you pure and purest also. This is your karma yoga. Don't run away from your duties. If you run away from your duties, then existence will not please on you. Always perform your duty. Always spread the peace and awareness in this world. Always spread the love and divine wisdom in this world. And always live in the Master's heart. That was a secret meaning of this stanza. My dear friend, in the end of this stanza, I want to tell that if you don't want to complete liberation, if you don't want to enlightenment, don't worry. Because this meditation can give you enlightenment, then this meditation can give you the safety of physical, mental, emotional health and care. If you do this meditation 4 or 5 months, then you will feel that day by day your tension is going away, releasing your tension. If you do this meditation of awareness, you will feel that day by day your immune power is becoming strong. If you do this meditation, you feel that day by day you are feeling the peacefulness. Day by day the worried are going away and you are becoming worried less. Oh my God, what a miraculous benefit of this meditation. After 5 or 6 months, you will feel that you are a strong person. The tension created diseases, the worried created diseases, they will never attack on you. If they are already in you, you will feel the very great relief from the diabetes, heart attack, angina, and brain hemorrhage, and mental disorders, and the sleeping sickness, or the organ failures, you will never come in these diseases. What will be happen then? You will avoid your painful condition. You will come in the safety. You know the prevention is better than cure. Now you are prevented. Now you are vaccinated by this meditation. Now any vaccination in the comparison of this meditation in this world, this is my guarantee. Because the peace is the greatest vaccination of this world. And this peace comes by this meditation. So physically you are become healthy and strong, and no chance of any diseases can come you. Even the infection also can come, because you are so much aware. You cannot drink the infected water, and you cannot drink eat infected food. You will not take any type of sedative material in your body. You will not take any drug or tobacco or anything, because you are the best judge. Now you are an aware person. You are a not sleepy person. A person is laying in coma. Anyone can do anything with that person. But a person is standing in strongness. Nobody can touch that person. So I want to make you a strong, healthy and very secure person by this meditation. Second thing is that if you do this meditation, your awareness become very keen, and you can see every fear is coming, and you can judge which fear is hypothetical and which fear is real. If any hypothetical fear comes by the projection of your mind and intellect, you will be laugh. That was a video game for you. And when you feel that is a real fear, a snake is coming, you can save yourself. You can stand in another place and a snake will go. This type of snakes comes in your mind through the thoughts, and you are aware. So you will never caught in the mania. You will never caught in the phobia. You will never caught in the schizophrenia, because your mind is burdenless, worriedless, tensionless. And how can you be schizophrenic? You never come in the depression, because you are a positive person. You never depress, and you never attempt the suicide, and you will save the other person. So as well you are physically strong and healthy, you will become the mentally strong and healthy. You no need to go any mental asylum. You no need to go in psychiatrist clinic, and you have no need to shock in your brain by the electric shock. So, what a miraculous and beneficial meditation this I am teaching all over the world. You can save the millions of dollars in your life, because that unnecessary treatment, unnecessary wasting, unnecessary diagnosis, unnecessary pathological charge, unnecessary operation theaters and ICU charge, they will be not come in your life. Third thing is that when you do the continuous this meditation, the anger cannot affect you. When the anger will come inside of you, you can see the anger and you can detach from anger. You will detach from anger. Your consciousness never be unconscious in the anger. Anger is a storm. You know, when the storm comes, the person goes in the strong houses. Storm come, person do not go in the tin sheds. So the anger is like a storm. When the anger comes, your consciousness goes in the safe condition of your center, that is your existence, awareness, your present condition. So anger cannot push you in the killing, murder, fighting, cutting, any type of crime. So my meditator, my disciple will not go in the police stations as a criminal. My disciple will not go in the court trial and the jails, and not expend his money in the racket of lawyers. My dear friend, The second thing is that if you are doing this meditation, you not be a greedy person. When the grid will come, you can see the grid. And when you see the grid, you will not involve in any type of economic crime, the robbery, the robbery, the commission, and the stockistness, and the fake money tracking, the many economic crimes, the drug mafia and other money tracking. You will not caught in this. My dear friend, my disciple never desire any money in the return of his service. That's why I am taking the meditation camps and teaching the meditation. I do not take any fee. I do not want any donation. I do not desire. I desire only one thing: the environment, equipment, place, ashrams. They will make for you that the seekers can stay there, seekers can do the meditation. Not for me and not my disciple desire anything. So the economic crime will be reduced by this meditation. My dear friend, when the lust is come inside, the meditator can see the lust. He cannot involve in the lust. He cannot abuse any woman. He cannot rape any woman. He cannot hit any woman. He cannot give any type of harm or any type of pain or sadness to any woman. Because my disciples, my meditators, never affect with the lust, as he is never affect with the anger or never affect with the greed. The lust comes and goes, and my disciple stand untouched with the lust. There is no lust. There is only love remain. There is only love remain. There is no ego. There is no ego. There is God. There is God. There is enlightenment. There is immortality. So this type, the love brings immortality. The love brings awareness. The love brings egolessness. So my dear friend, if any person having the ego, you can understand he do not love you. She do not love you. The first symptom of the love have no ego. You see in the husband, wife and the father and children, sometimes the father is correct most of time and children is wrong, but father compromise with the children because father loves the children. Mother loves the children because the child is biting on the mother's breast when she breastfeeding to the child. But mother never hate the child. So love never hate. Love never hate ego. I love you, my all disciples, my lovers. All the Mother Earth. I love you all persons very much like a great mother and father. I never hate anyone. I never hate anyone. Because I am here to giving assistance and help. I am the servant of the seekers. I am the servant of the lovers. I can devote anything in this path of love and enlightenment, meditation and awareness. So my dear friend, you can imagine when as this meditation will spread on this earth, the person become internally moral person, loving person, aware person, physically and mentally healthy person. This type of person will be a very nice, beautiful and strong brick of making the society or families. When the families will be loving and good and moral and very nice and mutual understanding, they will make a good society and they will make a good nations. When the nations will be good, their administrators will be good, their presidents, ministers will be good, the decision makers will be good, then what will be happen? There will be no any clash, no any war, no any world war, no any type of fighting. They can solve every problem and dispute on the negotiation table. This is my dream by this meditation. I want to change this world. Peaceful, loving and happy world. So I say, the biggest expenditure of your defense budget, army budget, equipment budget, the expensive bombs, missiles and many tanks and other fleets and torpedoes and submarines, that budget will be reduce from all the nations. And then the United Nations organization will be more effective. Person love each other. Person care each other. No need of any type of restrictions and the visa and other visa-free world. Because our Mother Earth is one, we are one love, we are one light. Why are you pushing this type of restriction? Because the most of person of this world is blind, so this restriction is very essential now. But when the most of person will be good, the restrictions will be go away. So I'm thinking all these things, this scenario. I want to say one thing. You have only one peacemaking army for the devils and the evils person. They do not take care, they do not understand your any teaching. They are mostly violent, mad animals. So, the safety for the world and safety for peaceful persons, there will be a world army, but world peacemaking army, but the least expenditure of that army, not a big expenditure. By this scenario and imagination and my love for this world, I make a mission for me, my disciples, my lovers, my listeners and my well-wishers. They will be increased day by day. I am seeing that my subscription is increasing day by day. My lovers is increasing day by day. We have imposed a very good mission. The name of mission is World Peace by Meditation. And as you know, our instrument is meditation of awareness. In this regarding, in 24 July 2016 in New Delhi, there will be held a meditation camp from morning to evening. I am inviting all of you, please come to Delhi from all the nations and join that camp. In the regarding of this, in the November 2016, there will be 4 good activities, 2 meditation camps and 2-day seminar under the banner of Art of Embracing Life, that is my own institution in Puerto Rico. Because my lovers, my disciples, they make this institution. My dear friend, the date of meditation camp, Franca, 17 or 18 November?
The date for San Juan is 17th of November.
17 November, there must be a first meditation training camp, and I am very thankful that was the first meditation camp out of India. Even we performed the international camp in Delhi, but that is the first international camp in the Puerto Rico. Thank the Puerto Rico. Thank the people of the Puerto Rico. Thank my disciples and lovers. And then the second meditation camp will be held. What date?
November 22nd.
November 22nd, that will be the second meditation camp. And the camp will be held in the two places, Mayagüe and the capital of Puerto Rico, San Juan. And in between of 17 and 22 November, there will be 2-day seminar of Art of Embracing Life. In this seminar, There will be many topics will be covered. The nutrition, the good parenting, the parentless children, how to behave, how to do the real yoga, how to do the real meditation, what food take and what food not take, and many topics by the many key speakers in 2 days. So that is a great opportunity for all over the world, because we love complete our motherland. And this motherland is not any nation, this is complete the global motherland. All earth is our motherland. Our nations is our home. Our nations is our brothers and sisters. There is no any prejudiceness, no partiality, no prejudiceness of religion, caste and creed and nationality and black and white. All can come, because this meditation is completely meditation beyond all the religions. This meditation is the global meditation, like a science invention. And now 6 hours representation in New Jersey. What the date, Priyanka?
There's one presentation on November 13th.
November 13, there will be a presentation in New Jersey, and November 25, there will be a full day meditation camp in New York, very near to the Times Square. I am very grateful to the peoples of the United States America, because the United States America is the place of seekers and lovers, and they are very great that they are inviting a very precious event of this world-class meditation. No alternative of this meditation. So my dear friend, I am inviting all of you in these events, and in the last of this discourse I want to tell, please subscribe my channel on YouTube in the large number, and show this world that you are a lover of the truth and awareness. And I am sending my love, affection, all of you, because we are one love, we are one light, we are one consciousness, and we are living in one existence. Thank you very much. Love you very much.